I'm John Dams. I'm Head of Performance at Harlequins Rugby.
And what does your role entail?
My role, I was formerly Head of S&C, but now I've kind of come under the umbrella of making sure the medical department and the strength and conditioning department are communicating and working together to kind of complement the rugby side of things.
So ex-S&C, strength and conditioning. So what's changed in moving on to the performance side?
I guess it's with in excess of 12 staff and that kind of performance role. It's making sure they're communicating, they're working properly in the same direction. There's no two departments pulling against each other, which has happened in the past and it's probably common against most teams. The idea is we come together as a unit to make sure that everyone is working together and we complement the rugby. So there's no questions or breakdown in communication in terms of return to play, speed work, strength work, rehab, prehab, things like that.
I'm sure you'll have been pleased with how some of the young guys performed in the LV Cup at the weekend and going into round 2 this coming weekend.
Yeah, it's been a pretty brutal first start of the year. You know, we picked up a number of contact injuries, and sometimes they're the ones you can't predict and can't plan for, which means the communication between the two roles we have has been very, very important. We've got coaches in the rehab roles, and he's been pretty busy the last few weeks with some long-term injured players. Some of our new signings are returning to play now, Paul Doran-Jones, Nick Kennedy. It's been full on. So to see those young players come through the academy system, and they've had 2 or 3 years of a large amount of strength and conditioning, to see them play the way they are is very rewarding.
Do you ever get any impatience from the likes of Conor O'Shea, John Kingston, in terms of saying, "Come on, Damsey, we need these players back quicker"?
No, never. They're very, very, they're very good. Look, they understand that rugby is a contact sport, it's a violent sport, and look, a large amount of injuries can be prevented. A lot of soft tissue injuries can be prevented. That's what we do our job for. We prevent injury as well as improve performance. But sometimes you get injuries which, in a situation where player A meets player B at a certain speed and a certain force, and the outcome is an injury sometimes.